Hello everyone, how are you? Hope you're having a beautiful day and may peace be upon you. So for today, we are going to be discussing about part 2. Your family is in serious financial crisis. So my name is Izdihar. I'm a family financial consultant and I help stressed out moms and women be debt-free fast using effective and proven solutions. Hi Auntie Ruby, that's my auntie everyone. How are you?
Hi.
So today I have my amazing friend here, Rema. She and I used to work together when I was interning at one of the companies in Malaysia, so we go a long way back. And she is an amazing insurance and Takaful advisor as well as an estate planner. So Rema, over the years of her career, she has helped hundreds and hundreds of families to help them plan the finances and also to help them in a way not secure but protect themselves against death, against personal accidents, against so many things. So she is amazing and she helped my children too in terms of creating a protection plan for them. So Rema, and one of the best thing about her is she's also an estate planner. Now Rema, you've seen families up and down the country every single day, every single year. So what is the biggest and most serious family's financial crisis that the society is facing at the moment?
Alright, the main issues right now is actually because we do plan our financial actually, right? But the thing is actually the planning is we don't know either it is sufficient or not for us actually. Okay, for us during when we are still alive, we thought that it is sufficient. We thought that it is good enough for us, which is actually can cover everything because we are still working, we still healthy, we can earn our income, and then we can gain anything that we can get. But when we are not there, I mean we are not here anymore, so what will happen is actually that is the thing that we have to think about, because either we like it or not, everybody will face it later.
Yes, we're gonna go, this is not gonna be an eternity kind of life. So it's like, God forbid, may we be protected from any harm, danger and evil, but if something due to happen to our loved one, to ourselves, what's going to happen to our children and to our family? I think that is one of the biggest thing, because you mentioned to me, like, if that were to happen, even if you have a small portion that you left aside for your children, if you're in debt, if you're having bankruptcy, what's going to happen?
Okay, right, in example, right, in Malaysia, right, if anything happened to us, is actually example, right, we are not there anymore, everything will be frozen. I mean, everything about our saving, our asset,
bank accounts.
Yes, bank accounts and everything. And except our debt. Our debt will be, we have to pay the debt. If we didn't pay the debt, all our asset, our cash, whatever it is, will be frozen. So our kids, they don't have it's sufficient. They don't have the money, or they don't have anything for them to proceed. So how they want to
live on?
Yes, then how to proceed their life with the education, with the expenses, with the medical, which actually right now is everything. The cost is increasing every year. Yes.
Yeah, and then can you imagine when you passed away, your kids are going to be really stressed because they have to take care of your debt, right? They probably have their own other commitments too. They have to take care of your debt, or whatever it is, the financial mess that you have left behind. It is serious. Your kids might have children too. So it is like a really serious and burdening, a heavy weight for society nowadays. And Rema sees this all the time. Rema, do you have like a case study, like an example of something that has happened?
Okay, it's actually, okay, I have one case study. It's actually my own client. It's actually her husband passed away about a year ago. Okay, what happened is actually, luckily she's still working. But then it's actually what happened is actually because in in Malaysia is actually we have our own rules and regulation on how to liquidize your asset and then everything, right? So once her husband husband passed away, everything was frozen. The accounts, the investment, the what we call as our
The assets.
yes, our EPF and everything was frozen immediately. But then she has to pay her husband expenses like the medical, because her husband passed away because of the medical problem.
Medical illness.
Yes, and
Got
medical
it.
illness. So she has to pay
That's
the
a huge bill.
Yeah, because husband has to do a transplant.
Oh my
so
God.
so he has to
Hard.
pay the bills and everything. And also right now at that moment it's actually when she has to pay the bill, and then kids are still in school. So at that moment it's actually the credit cards, the expenses, the housing loan,
my
the
God.
car loan and everything has to be settled.
Oh my God, that's so tough. Especially when you've lost someone, you know, your other half.
Yeah.
The stress of losing, the stress of thinking about the children and the family, and the stress of having to pay all that.
Yes, the emotion is actually very disturbing because she has to handle the family, she has to handle the kids, she has to handle all the working and everything she has to handle by herself. Okay, right now at that moment what's actually happened is actually when everything is being frozen, what she has to do is actually she has to hire a lawyer. That is another option. But luckily she has the money. But if she don't have the money, how she want to hire a lawyer? That is
Absolutely.
So another
You're stuck.
Yeah,
You're stuck in a vicious circle. So thank you for watching, Stephen, and all of you who are watching. If you're watching, if you just joined us in, don't worry. You can always go and click on the replay so you can watch again, because this is really, really important. This is really serious, and this is not a fiction kind of thing that happened. It is happening in society nowadays. Kak Rema sees this every single day, every single time that she meets with people. So Kak Rema, what is the solution for families nowadays to like protect themselves, and God forbid if this were to happen, they have some form of plan of moving forward, they have some form of peace, or at least some strategies on to go forward without causing too much stress, because debt alone, car loan is a lot, medical bill is a lot with her client, hiring a lawyer is a lot, plus she has kids to take care of. So what is your number one solution? What is your number one advice?
Okay, it's actually as a financial advisor, it's actually we have a few alternatives. It's actually the first important thing is actually first we have to have our own saving one is actually, and also we have to segregate our saving also. I mean, okay, you have your own saving, you have your own planning. You can plan, example, like you having your own Takaful or insurance. It's actually to protect yourself, to protect the family, because that is actually the first thing that will be liquidized if everything happen to you is actually your Takaful or insurance, because it won't be frozen, it won't be stuck anywhere, so it will be released. So that will the first thing that will be released. And another thing is actually it also can cover for your medical expenses, and also can cover for your critical illness if anything happen to you. All right, that is one thing on the Takaful or insurance on protection.
That's the protection plan?
Yes, that's the protection plans.
Protection plan. Protection plan is important. Yes.
Because protection plan is actually to protect you from death, from TPD, total permanent disability, and from your critical. That is the
critical illness.
Yes, the
Does it
critical.
cover accidents?
Yeah, it will cover everything. It's a cover everything, which actually is crucial. It will be your baseline of protection. It will be start from there, and then from after that, after you protect everything, it's actually then you go further in start making a saving. If you make the saving first without protect your main basic important things, actually you have to use your saving.
Exactly, and your savings gonna deplete really fast. And how much you have in saving in total is probably not gonna be, even if it's 100,000, it's gonna go out really fast because of the debt and everything else. And Kak Rema also does estate planning. And what is it? Do you want to tell a little bit about estate planning? Because this is important. First, you have to protect yourself. Number two is that you have to have saving, and number three, you have to have an estate planning. My niece.
Alright, the estate planning is actually how you want to manage your estate when you are not around. That means actually when you are not when we are still alive, we can manage, we can handle, we can pay and everything. But when you are not around, how you want to manage those things? It's actually you have to manage all your debt and everything. So how you want to manage, even though like example your house is still the house is actually somebody example they are not taking the example we take like insurance to cover the loan. You don't have the coverage for the loan. That means that the kids or the wife, the family has to pay the loan, right?
Exactly.
So it's actually how they want to pay those things if they don't have a proper planning, right? And also, right, in Malaysia, example, right, when you have how you want to plan for your estate planning is actually the estate planning will do is actually whenever anything happen to you, is actually the estate planning is actually the first thing they will help you to distribute your asset properly.
Yes.
Alright. Based what is your we think is that based on what is actually you want to. Example, you want to give your kids how much, you want to kids to your family how
So
much.
there's already like a plan in place, a structure in place that is law abiding, which means it's highly likely that it's gonna be implemented compared if you just write it on a piece of paper, which is most likely it's not gonna be honored. The very least.
Yeah. It's
Totally.
actually one thing. It's actually because actually we don't know when we are not around what will happen to our family. Are they going to unite together and they easily agree that this estate will be we will distribute accordingly? But luckily we have Faraid. It's actually Faraid is actually one thing is actually can be applied. It's actually apply, but sometimes it's actually
a long process too.
yes, it's also a long. It's actually because of the long process to liquidize our asset, our saving. That is the thing is actually right now that we need how we can manage on that part.
Exactly. So it's really important. This is serious. This is what's happening in families. Families are really in financial crisis because they're not financially literate. They're not being in action. They're being irresponsible and ignorant about what it is that's going to happen to them and their family. And God forbid, they think they're going to live forever and no one does. And you just don't know when things are going to happen, you know.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why Rema is here. She's actually going to help out my family. She's already helping my kids. So we're just going to discuss a bit more about how we can structure our finances together. So just to wrap up, number one, and thank you again for watching. Hi, Emily. Just to wrap up, number one, always think about protecting yourself first. Then think about your saving, and then the third one is plan your estate, plan to your inheritance or whatever it is that you want to call it, which is absolutely critical. So thank you for watching, and if you find this video useful, please like, comment or share so that millions of family can take control of the financial life and be debt free fast. Hi Ellen, how are you? Thank you for joining us. We're actually wrapping up, but you can always watch us the replay after this. Really critical for all the women and moms out there, especially when the main breadwinner has, this is like what my friend Rema here was sharing about. Alright everyone, thank you for watching. May peace be upon you. Bye bye.